Thank you. My name is Benedikt Glatzel. I'm coming from Austria and I'm working at Parkbob. We address a pretty simple problem that pretty much everyone has experienced. When you, for example, type in your navigation system and say you want to drive somewhere, and when you arrive and it says you have arrived, usually you don't get out of the car, right? You first have to find a place to park. And this is actually a massive problem. We see that there's 43 hours lost for an average driver every year. There's a lot of CO2 produced and a lot of money lost from these people. And also that users are very frustrated because the navigation just doesn't route them where they want to go. Additionally, on the other hand, car producers have noticed that their car becomes a platform and they should and could monetize the platform with services, and parking is one of these services. The smart parking market currently has is estimated at $43 billion, so this is a big market and it's something that has not really been explored yet. So our solution, we focus on the one hand, digitizing the entire urban space. We recognize where parking space is, and on the other hand, we also know the rules that govern the parking space, because even though there's a parking space open, doesn't mean you can park there. On the other hand, we also recognize with real-time data, either from our own proprietary software or from the car fleets that we partner with, that where a parking spot is available at any given time, and we can predict this as well. We do some data science and produce one data layer that we can build several services on. So some of these services that we have already implemented, this one is with Drive Now. Parking alerts, you stop somewhere and it simply tells you, hey, you can park here, you can't park here, or you can park if you pay now. Other things is simply telling people where around them parking spots are available. Also for autonomous car use cases, we're currently trialing not only parking but also stopping. We can very easily get this from our data set. Where can they very quickly stop for 5 minutes, and where is the space available for this? Search time, also something we build on top of this. How long does it take to get a parking spot, and then ultimately, how do we actually navigate around for your destination to really get a parking spot easily? Our service coverage currently, we are in 45 cities already, and we cover 118,000 kilometers. That's roughly 20 million parking spots. We are mainly in Europe and North America. There's lots of spots in Europe as well. And the technology we use over 1,000 data sources. We harmonize them and put them into one API layer. We also use satellite data. We have a patent pending and extract data from on-street imagery. Yes, and our company customers are OEMs and navigation providers.
Jerry,
thank you very much.
please.
Thank you. So what is the big news that you're bringing? Because you're taking third-party data, you're doing geolocation that a lot of other apps do, you're competing with Waze because you're doing navigation.
No, so we provide a building piece in this whole block. There's a lot of data out there, but it's not standardized and harmonized in a way that can be used by any of the navigation providers or any of the OEMs. So we built this building block with which they can say, even if they have any of the navigation and any of their availability models, with us they can say, yes, you can park here, these are the rules, and they can immediately deliver the service to their customers very easily without any need for harmonizing these thousands of different data sources that are out there.
And how do you monetize?
We license per kilometer or per unit, depends on what kind of deal it is.
What is a unit?
Car.
So I'm paying a monthly fee for the knowledge of where there are parking spots?
Well, it's constantly updating, right? Since the parking spots change.
No, of course, but I'm paying a
Yes.
monthly fee that when I look for parking, you basically, I will open the app and you will show me to the nearest one, based on other people, under other apps or other companies' data.
No, most of this is actually our proprietary data, because we process PDFs, JPEGs, open government data, and all kinds of other data sources.
Okay.
It seems to work pretty well. We are working with BMW and some other providers that are quite interested in this data. BMW, TomTom is working with us, Reach Now, Car2Go. So it seems it's a puzzle piece. That's why it sounds maybe a bit smaller, but it's something that's missing from all the parking provider and parking services that are out there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now the jury, please sit down. We have the awards. The jury is gonna have their 10 minutes to consult.